breaking chains that once confined us. Close my eyes, the sky is wider. Every breath is pulling higher, higher. I'm burning through the sky, higher, on wings that never die. Carry me into the endless light. Higher, I'm burning through the sky. Lift me into the light. Take me where the dreams fly higher.
All right, welcome back. Another Rengage stream, back to back, right? There we go. Adjust the camera because we're looking at the top of the monitor, which is quite dusty. We can't be having that. So if you weren't here last night, we did a surprise Ren at Night stream, I guess. It was more Warzone. You didn't miss anything if you're not into that. But hey, I had a lot of fun, and I hope everyone else did. But we're back to business now. We're continuing with Might and Magic 6, doing the Druid party thing. And I completely forgot in my haste to get here to look up all the gaming news. So I've got no clue what's going on. The only thing that I know of is the, oh my goodness, what is it called? The stream machine. Stream? No, the Steam machine, not stream. Like, what else is happening in the gaming world? Like, that's a pretty big deal. Here we go. I can see the Skitarii update has happened in Warhammer Darktide. That seems cool. But, oh, and goodness, what is today's date? What is the day? It's the 20-somethingth, but how about that Star Fox game coming out on Switch 2? I need a Switch 2. I'm just not going to be able to convince Lady Wren to let me go out and randomly buy one yet. One day, though. Because even though Star Fox is just a direct remake of Star Fox 64, Star Fox 64 is one of my favorite games of all time. So nothing could be better. But otherwise, it seems a little quiet. Maybe that's not too bad. I mean, we did have a ton of reveals. All right, let's switch over to game mode real quick. Let's get the music paused and let's just jump right into the game. I think, so from what we learned last time, I don't know if I can actually capture the game
3DO.
specifically. Will it work? Nope, sure doesn't. So we got to capture any full screen application, which should work, right?
They came from the depths of the void.
How did we do this last time? I think I did it. I know how I did it. I did it this way. There it is.
Of an ancient people. No one knows why they hate us so.
Let's
or
watch
why
this
they have
time.
Made war upon us. Some say the struggle against their evil is the mandate of heaven. Though their origins and purpose are shrouded
that sounds
in
like an
mystery,
echo.
their plan is simple.
Oops. Well, I paused it, but you're just gonna have to endure that. I think it's because I'm monitoring something. I seem to be getting a lot of echo.
They travel, they land, and then they conquer.
Maybe it's not echo.
Now they are here on our world to do to us what they have done to so many others. And they will do it unless someone stops them.
They were so proud of this. And you had to be. I mean, this was awesome back then. Look at these guys. It's like, why is the dragon helping? We don't know. But it looks rad. And they're swinging at the air, but you know.
Look, I see a way out.
Now, I don't know that jumping down a well is a way out, but they know something we don't. That's a deep well, too. So yeah, it happens to be.
Falagar.
Come with me. You have much to learn before you can deal with the likes of those monsters. Since the arrival of the devils, foul creatures and evil spirits have appeared throughout the land.
I like that explanation. And I love all these little cutscenes of just things and adventures happening.
These signs and omens can have but one meaning, that your destiny is part of the mandate of heaven.
No, that was cool. I love it. Like just that last little part there. It's like, your destiny is part of the mandate of heaven. Like the wizard just exalting in the storm. That is what I'm here for. All right, so what happened last time? We went to Castle Iron Fist. We delivered the letter. I think we trained a touch, so we're level 3 now. We spent some skill points. And we are ready to get some expertise of some of our magic. And then it's time for us to start going and dealing with the problems. Specifically, we got to go up to Goblin Watch, I think is what we're going to do first. So we need to handle that. It's kind of stupid to have a fortress to defend against goblins that goblins are in charge of. All right, so one of these houses right here has the body magic expertise. So this will just make Serena just way better at this job. Now we can only do this so many times. You can see behind me, we've got 3,000 gold. I guess this maybe isn't the best place for my head, but whatever. So we have enough to get people to expert, and then we're going to have nothing left. So we're going to have to be intentional about what we gain expertise in. So we have fire magic here, but we don't actually... Wait, who has fire magic? Does she have fire? She also has fire, but it's torchlight. So until we get more reason to actually crank that up, we should probably save our gold because we're going to need it for other things. Earth magic, I don't think anybody's an expert in, right? And then this might be for spirit magic over here.
Greetings and salutations.
But do we have a reason for spirit magic? No. So we're going to have to be intentional, is all I'm getting at. Now, the other thing that might be noteworthy or worth doing is seeing if we can get other spells that we do have. We have first aid. That's not insignificant. That will keep us alive. And sometimes that's the best you can hope for. Because remember, what we're doing is in the sub show of the Dare, where our actions have consequences. We have a save game. Whoops. We have a save game, but it's only so I can resume later, and partially it's out of habit. So let's see. We can get Flame Arrow. This spell is notoriously inaccurate, which seems about stupid. Same chance of hitting as a regular arrow. That's not too bad. Because I don't remember if she actually has an offense spell of any kind. But I think that's worth it. She didn't seem to have any fire magic at all. I think we had Deadly Swarm somewhere. Maybe that's what she has, but Sparks is a spell I want. And I believe Alexis here has air magic. So it's a little expensive, but, you know, that's going to have to do. Cold Beam, I think some of us have. And I like the idea of protection magic. So we have protection from magic. I don't know if that's all magic or how that works. But none of us is super high in earth magic, so it's kind of like you get 1 point of resistance. Now over here in protection from fire, though, 2 points of resistance because we're an expert now. Or no, we can be an expert. And it's per point of skill. I think I'm going to grab that because we're fighting goblins right now, but some of the goblins actually have fire magic. Okay, she has magic arrow, that's what she's got. But we're going to switch over to flame arrow because she actually has skills in that.
Okay.
And then over here. Okay, so first aid is our quick spell and our attack spell. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to that. I've never done that before. I still think that's an add-on.
Yes.
So she has sparks now.
Okay.
We're just gonna make that our quick spell there. He has deadly swarm, but otherwise I think. Actually, let's do it the other way around.
Good show.
Magic arrow is his attack, and deadly swarm can be his quick spell. So it's like there's an intent to cast something even better that's going to suck down our spell points. His attack spell is Cold Beam, and that's fine. And maybe stun? I don't know.
Yes.
All right, so we've got some spells set up. So Swarm, Sparks, First Aid, Stun. Or Deadly Swarm, whatever. Since we don't have bows, so I would press the attack key. I think we saw this last time. Normally he would shoot an arrow, or if we're in melee range, they'll just start swinging. And so that's why we have Quick Spell, is to intentionally cast when we are in melee range. And that's when these gems are red. Okay, well, we are probably about as ready as we're gonna be. But one of the things we can do is we can head over here, but we can also fight these goblins down this way. It'd be nice if I had Wizard Eye, but I don't. Oh! Let's get expertise in fire magic before we proceed.
Hello.
Oh. I thought she was rank 4. Never mind. She spent that on body magic, so we have stronger healing. That's okay. We'll pick some apples and we'll be minding our own business, bothering nobody. And look at this. Oh, goblins are over here. None of them have ranged attacks. Listen to that growl. So these goblins are all melee attack. Now the blue ones, the goblin shaman, can throw a firebolt. And I think goblin kings can too, and they're red. And we've seen those in the New World dungeon. Sweet. I don't think she has an attack spell set up.
Yes.
There we go. I've never used these spells like this before. I almost always just go to bows. I'm just gonna hold the button down. And I can just click on it too, that's handy. All right. Should have another one left somewhere. Oh, you guys are over here. So I can't shoot over the wall here. All right. So that's the use of the turn-based mode. Now in Might and Magic 7 and 8, they also give you a turn where you can move. It's represented by the hand closing fingers. In this game, we have to unpause so we can move around. So that's kind of a, you could say, a trade-off of the turn-based mode. But yeah, when we are in full-on control, we can just spam our stuff. We got a Oh, I guess we probably already had that dagger. We got the key. So if we start to run into a bad way, we do have potions. They don't give us a whole lot because we can see our spell points. I mean, they're already not great, and we're not even to the door. But, you know, we have about 60 to 70 spell points. So 10 is not going to get us very far, but it's enough to get us something if we need it. Like, later on, it'll let us town portal out. 10 might temporarily. We'll take that. How long does that last? I guess we have no idea. So this will fill up our spell points. Well, sort of. All right. Well, some spell points. Turns out there's a limit. That's okay. We'll go to the temple. We'll fill his up.
Can we assist you? Luck be with you.
If you donate enough, they'll cast a beneficial spell on you, which would be cool, but it is not. We didn't donate enough, so it's not this day. All right. I'm resisting the urge to save every couple seconds because I'm so used to doing that. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, it just won't be of any value. Alright. Do I have a quick save button? Maybe. That might have been something a patch adds later. Again, it wouldn't matter. Whoop. Wouldn't matter a whole lot. Now we'll cast our intentional quick spell. There we go. So Sparks throws out these little lightning balls, and the higher your skill is, the more you gain to do that. All right. We're not doing too bad. Now I'm like, does anybody have disarm? She does.
Got it.
So she said, got it. That means there was something in here to... He has identify, so we can... Stun. I don't know about that. Because I think everybody has better armor than this thing. But that's okay. Because we can see that it sells for like 150, which, given our skill in merchant, basically means, you know, nothing. I'm sure they'll agree to let us look at the store for that price. I am really missing having Wizard Eye. So Wizard Eye is handy because it shows up here on the minimap, you know, red and green dots for friendlies, but red dots for where enemies are, and it can help you sort of see where your attacks are coming from. All right, we probably need to do more melee combat to avoid burning up all of our space. Oh, actually, it looks like. Yeah, let's get up close to this guy and find out. Nope, okay. They cast spells all the time. I might actually disable that.
Yes.
And make that quick spell, because I do want to actually... take swings. Now, that might be a stupid idea. I don't know yet. Melee attacks are free, and our spell skill is so low that I don't know if there's an appreciable difference between just whacking it with our staves. So I didn't realize that it would take over even our melee attacks. I guess it makes sense, but that'll be a stronger play when we are masters and spells are free.
Greetings.
So there's Urok hanging out here. You know, Goblin, you leave. We take castle to watch over humans. You no more kill us. Says you. It's like, listen, there's a sequence of events that happened here, and I don't think the goblins are necessarily super friendly. The weathered stones of this old keep shelter empty buildings in an unused courtyard. Faint sounds echo from a worn stairway that leads down below the keep. This is like your first dungeon. Just put skulls everywhere. Why? I don't know. Why not?
I've got a bad feeling about.
Okay. Let's get in here. So the idea is we had a door here. So you can see them kind of clipping through the sides here. We can't hit them. We can see these things, these brain suckers, blood suckers. Let's go aggro them. I think this is like the only part of the game these things are in. It's too bad. They're kind of wild looking creatures. Oh wow, we almost one-shot him. We hit a brain sucker instead, thankfully. These things are gross and vile. Oh, that stun was useless. There we go. Uh-oh. I like the goblin like attack sound. It's just like they are into it. And it's like they sound far more intimidating than they kind of are sometimes. Oh, there we go. Leather armor of speed, so it's enchanted. But also, if you play something like D&D or encounter goblins in most games, goblins are tiny and sort of lame. Like, these things are like practically orcs. Let's get out of here and let the monsters come on out. Ah, it didn't do what I was hoping. We have a common rat. That is a huge rat. This rat is like the size of a turkey. You can hear their sort of aggro sounds. Some of that is memory. I just remember walking around these corners and then like the rats jump you and you're not ready for it and you're like, oh! Some of it's just sort of intuition. You're like, oh, this is a blind corner. I wonder what's behind here. That was our deadly swarm, and that's too bad. That didn't hit. Right.
Got it.
Good disarm.
I don't know.
There's a neat cutlass that we can't use.
I don't know.
A higher quality spell scroll, so we'll have to identify that to be able to use it. We don't need any poppy snaps. All right. Is there anything we can do here? Nope. How about here? Okay. So there should be another room here, and again, we're going to come around the corner, and there are rats. A large rat. Yeah, you're telling me. Okay. So far, so good. We're doing all right. So we go this way. Oh, there's a bunch of dudes. This quick spell is stun. We need to get off that. Switch that to cold beam.
Yes.
Might actually need to go around the corner. Separate them out and also get out of range of their ranged attacks. Get out of line of sight, so. Now,
I don't know.
we're not doing too bad, and part of that is because we hit that Shrine of the Gods. So we got a plus 20 to all of our stats. We would be, I think, literally about half as effective as we are right now. So that's the whole reason we did that move.
I don't know.
He doesn't know what that is. Okay. Well, he can still wear it. Let's see if anything changes. No, just his armor, so we don't know if there's another benefit to it. So if there is an enchantment on it, he'll gain the benefit of it upon identifying what it does. Kind of like attunement to the weapon, or to the item. So we need the code, and we'll enter it in here, and the doors will open. And I think that's the question. I don't even know if we need to actually do that. Let's see. Find the combination to the vault door and return to Goblin Watch. Or to Goblin Watch and return to New Sorpigal. So I don't even know if they need us to open it, but we'll open it. That rat's just sitting there hanging out.
Got him.
Alright, so you get a room. You step in here. Who's this person? Oh, that's right, the banker person. Great. If we had Wizard Eye, you'd see a lot of red lights in there and just come in. Oh, yikes. All right. Oh, this would be a good time to be able to hit. I don't feel like we are actually in melee range. Like, we're not super great fighters, but we should be able to have more hits than that. So let's try to... You can right-click and see their health. So we want to take out the ones with the lowest health, obviously. They hit just as hard at 1 hit point as they do at, full health, so take them off the board whenever you can. Okay. This seems to be a treasure vault that I am going to pillage.
Got it.
Aha!
You get to wear a hat. We'll take the Fearner roots because those make blue potions that restore spell points. We might need that later. There's nothing in these.
Got it.
I don't know.
Doesn't know what that is.
Ah.
Regular helm. Might as well give that to Serena. Boop. That's a regular hat. That's also a regular hat. Okay. That's empty, right? It sure is. Nothing. Nothing. Stuff. The Goblin Watch code. So here's the key to the combination door you requested. And so you've got like this one opens this one. Obviously don't press A. You'll be made to suffer for that. And then there's maintenance and a reset. I wonder what maintenance does. That'll be kind of interesting. And then part of your hint is sincerely the Drawcab monks. All right, let's head on here. So part of that is, when I said your hint is the Drawcab monks, it's the word backwards. So we can look at it, and we can see that we could probably experiment all day, but for one, I'm going to see what M does. Oh, I think M teleports you. I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to use some knowledge ahead of time and say, I don't think I want to do that. We're not going to hit the trap. But if we use some knowledge here, N, I, L, B, O, and G. Oh, there's animals or beasts coming to greet us. It's the word goblin backwards. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste your time Why are we flagged as red? Oh, it's because you're down here. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to waste time messing around pretending I don't know. But that's how you would figure it out. You would either process of elimination, or you'd parse the word backward and be like, goblin?
Let's get out of here.
So that seems like a job well done. Now we can go further into the vault, and there's tunnels that go back there and go underground, and there's not really much reason to do so besides getting more loot, and that's perfectly valid. But let's see if this helps us. Thank you for taking care of that little detail for us. Here's your gold. That's not bad. We're sitting at almost 6,000 now. Feel free to return to Goblin Watch anytime to finish clearing out the rest of the monsters. Can't pay you, but you can have anything you find there. Can we have Goblin Watch? That's the kind of thing that would just get us kicked out. So there is another quest. It's like, you did such a great job in Goblin Watch. Don't want to employ you again. So we're contractors now. So a cult moved into an old abandoned temple a few days' journey west of here. So they've been robbing travelers on the road that leads to Castle Iron Fist to pay for whatever it is they're getting up to in there. So the regent, which would be, we know as Wilbur Humphrey, because we've met him before, says all the forces are occupied in the west, or some such nonsense. We do know that to be true, but you know, this clerk in New Sorpigal has no idea. She's just dealing with bureaucracy, and she's like, are you going to help or not? So they want us to take care of it, so they're willing to give us 5,000 gold to get rid of him, bring back the Chime of Harmony as proof that we've actually done it. That's kind of cool. There's a bounty hunt. And then there's just a little thing about rubber stamps. Why? Because some of it is just world building. All right.
How about some training?
How about some training?
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we are now level 4. Got some skill points. All right, so he's doing fine on spirit magic. What do I spend his skill points on? Part of me wants to do things like to level up the weapons. So you can see that Master of the Staff gives a chance to stun. And in theory, 4 staff masters with, you know, a relatively high staff skill should be stunning things all the time. Now, it's probably a poor use of our turn because the druids are going to be far stronger with magic, but it's kind of a cool idea. Now, when you get to Might and Magic 7 and 8, you get the monk, or technically the troll class, and they can become grandmasters of it. And they can be really cool with the staff if you want to do that kind of thing. I think especially monks, the staff becomes kind of useful. Just because they started building in skill synergies. You had an unarmed skill plus your staff. And you had dodging, and they could add leather to it or something like that. So that got kind of rad. It sounds kind of good right now, actually. So we might have to finish this one up and play that. So meanwhile, everyone's got merchant. Meditation is a thing they're all doing. We'll take earth magic. Someone's going to have it. There are earth magic spells we will want. So she's got air magic, and she's got a good thing going. We'll build up Disarm, Trap, a Touch. And I just don't know that Mind Magic has anything we're going to want. That's not true. It'll have buff spells. Since we're not going to have light and dark magic to artificially, enhance those, actually, oh man, protection spells are going to become just a huge problem for us. I can't get her to expert level just yet, and that's unfortunate, right? I don't have any horseshoes left over, right? I didn't think so. Okay. So her next level up, we'll be able to get fire magic expert, and she'll start hitting harder. Give her some more meditation for her spell points. And then over here, water magic is good, and we want more of that. And that's the only thing he's got going on. What school are we missing? We got spirit, mind, body, earth, air, fire, water. I guess that's it. So he might just focus on that for now and maybe start building up his meditation skill to have more spells. Water magic is not insignificant in this game. It's actually probably one of the more important ones. All right, so we've got... Who's ready? I say water, air, and spirit. Let's take the opportunity to get an expert in spirit magic. Because, again, there are protection and enhancement spells. In fact, let's see if there are any that we can get.
Spirit, mind, and body.
So we got Spirit Arrow, which... That seems like a good thing for him to have, right? He doesn't have that, right? Of course, I can't look at his spells. Yeah, he has nothing for Spirit, so we'll get away from Magic Arrow and Deadly Swarm. Although, he's not... Yeah, he's an expert.
Spirit,
So,
mind, and body.
take that. Precision is Mind Magic. And that's where... Ugh. So, we can see that as a master, it affects everybody. Otherwise, she's going to have to cast it 4 times. But 10 points plus 2 per point of skill. So you get 10 and then, 6 more. That is accuracy, and that is going to be kind of important to us as much as we keep missing right now. Cure weakness would be useful. Protection from poison we do want. So she'll take that. So lucky day. Here we go. So this is spirit magic. So our luck points... Our luck stat increases. Harm is a attack spell. Meditation will give us spell points. Intellect and personality, which gives us spell points. It's inexpensive, so let's take it. Cure weakness is inexpensive. And then remove fear. We won't have to deal with fear for a while. But you can see up in here that things are time-based. It's based on actual time. The longer the condition could have been present before the point of no return, when it's a permanent effect, because these things don't wear off, and that's a weird concept to get used to. If you're poisoned or afraid or cursed or diseased, anything, you don't outwait it, and you don't cure yourself at the end of the battle unless you use magic. So, like we can see, masters can deal with 1 day per point of skill, and so after a certain point, anything short of divine intervention, you have to visit a temple. Now, the temples are your big reset. They can always fix you up. So it's fortunate, too. Because there's some stuff that can get nasty in this game.
Yes.
Cure weakness,
Okay.
protection from poison, meditation, spirit arrow. Okay. At some point, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have... Realistically, okay, so my goal would be something like everybody is going to have at least the basic magic. So it's not all going to hinge on, hey, this is our air mage. But they'll specialize is sort of my intent here, because there's only so much money, right? And there are only so many skill points available in the game to work with. Like, look at it. The skill costs 600 gold apiece. Like, we couldn't even fully outfit everybody with the basic stuff. So we have Awaken if people fall asleep. We don't fall asleep very often. So it says, it awakens all your characters from normal sleep and will wake them from magic sleep. So you can be put to sleep by monsters. But as far as I know, the only monsters that do that are way, way later in the game. So we won't need this anytime soon. Now, what is important is that if you rest outside and you're not at an inn, you can be jumped in the middle of the night. And then you've got one, maybe two characters that are on watch that are awake for the fight. Everyone else is asleep. They won't wake up until they get hit, which is a pretty miserable way to wake up. And so awaken will pop everybody awake. So it's not useless. All right, so protection from magic seems useful since we've got the cash and he's got earth magic. Protection from cold. And then we've got electricity. I'm just going to start collecting. Okay. Now, there's no limit to the spells you can learn. In future games, the books start to require different levels of learning. But if you picked up, like, the most powerful spells in the game,
Okay.
and you've got basic knowledge, you can just learn it.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So we spent a bit, but I mean, we've got tools now, is what we've got. And I believe, yeah, this is protection for the whole party. And so there's like protection from fire. We can see over here in our stats, hey, we get all of, 3 points. But that will increase later on, and we'll take every bit of protection we can get.
Don't touch the merchandise.
All right, so we're gonna have to identify some things. Specifically her helmet. Or no, his helmet.
Don't touch the merchandise.
So it's just a steel helm, so that didn't really help us a whole lot, but still gonna keep it. We're gonna sell the leather of speed for 200. This one, regular armor is just 57.
Come back soon.
But that works out. So there you go, put that back on.
Looking for a weapon?
Same thing with the weapon shop, so it's just a pirate cutlass. Now we can learn to use daggers. I don't know what's going to be better. Daggers probably will be better because the masters, experts are masters. It might be experts. I don't know. They can they can hold 2 daggers, so you can have twice as many weapons. And the benefit of that is that the weapons can have different enchantments on them. So one could be like of fire and of ice, and so you're going to cut through resistances. You're usually doing twice as much damage. There is an offhand penalty, but sometimes that's okay.
Again.
And yeah, that's basically it. Plus, I guess the other thing that's relevant is druids can learn to carry a no. They can't carry a shield, I'm pretty sure, right? Staff, dagger, and bow. They can have a shield, so we'd be able to wield a dagger and a shield. And that seems like a good idea. That guy's a jerk. All right. So it wouldn't be, like I said, I wouldn't have a problem with us learning daggers. Fine ring, starburst, protection from magic. I'll get rid of stun. That doesn't seem useful. Sell the hat. The Goblin Watch code is beyond my meager knowledge. That's fair.
Thanks.
All right, so I should have sold the
Can
ring. What am I
I
doing?
help you find anything? Thanks. Come again.
No, eventually we'll be able to enchant those. And it just costs spell points. Enchant it and sell it for way more, or use it. All right, so we got what we needed so far. Here I am saving like it matters. And it's like it's like a week later. So we're all rested. And now what we can do is head over this way. So over here is our next quest. We're going to cast some defensive magics on us. I don't know how long they're going to last, but let's find out. 2 hours. That's not a lot of time. It sounds like it. Oh, it only affects one person. That's right. Protection from magic and protection from poison. Let's hop to it. So we still weren't able to get Wizard Eye. Let's get right up in these guys' grills. I know I just got myself surrounded, and you're like, dude! But trust me. I mean, these guys are ranged attackers. We want to be up in their grill. Alright, the goblins are going to start being a problem.
That was too easy.
This is just an apprentice mage, and they're just apprentices. So it does make me think, even though we saved a little bit of money not getting bows right away, I'm a little bit loath to... Oh, there's other goblins. I didn't see them. I'm a little bit loath to burn up all my magic on ranged attacks. Yeah, that's something I need to get over. Take that. I forgot to switch him over to Spirit Arrow.
Okay.
So that'll do a little bit better.
Ha! Got him.
Alright, we're in good shape now. Stuff!
I don't know.
Aha!
So we can get a basic shield. We'll hold on to that. And a basic axe. But hey. You know...
It worked.
It worked! We might as well use some of these potions up. Just to top us off. Here I am saving again. All right, abandoned temple. Strange squeaking echoes from behind the front doors. At one time, a temple of Ba. A foul curse caused the old inhabitants to move away. That happens sometimes, but yeah.
I'm not familiar with these surroundings.
It's a classic. There's bats. I keep forgetting we don't have bows. It's like in Monty Python when they're dealing with the rabbit of Carabanog. It's like, have we got bows? No. I do, one thing I do like is this particular track. There are two really good dungeon tracks, and this is one of them I like. It's just kind of rad. Some gauntlets. A spear. Alright, so barrels of liquid happen, and they will permanently increase a stat. Green is going to be endurance, so +1 endurance. That'll go to his hit points. Uh-oh. The music's so atmospheric. I think there's a setting I have to do in why am I saving? In a configuration file to make the music loop by itself, because otherwise it plays once and then goes to silence. It's just so badass to listen to. All right, ooh. Snakes! This place is lousy with them too. This is why we have protection from poison, because I don't think we can cure poison. In fact, we can with the right potions. Yeah, there it is. it just... Okay, there's nothing behind us. A king cobra. Well, that's a problem. Take that. I don't think her... Actually, her stats are affected, aren't they? So we can see yellow means they're diminished. So poison does... I don't know if it actually does ongoing damage. It might. But... even without that, we don't need our stats to be lowered any more than they are. I think that's the end of the track, so we're already done. Do torchlight to add some light in here. It's not going to last long, but hey. Some berries. Is there anything else?
I don't know.
A wand. So that's almost like equipping a bow. There's our candelabra, which that guy, the Andover Potbellow, wanted us to retrieve this, so we gotta...
I don't know.
I don't
Okay,
know.
complete a quest right there. Take a sword, we'll take that. If we can't identify it, it might be, you know, worth something. All right, let's go over here. We have enough of these to make lots of blue potions.
It worked. It worked. Excellent.
Purple cures poison. Bam. All right. So there's a secondary quest, but we're going to have to go much deeper into the cave for that. Which, you know... Oh, no. Queen cobras. So these things apparently don't mess around.
Help!
Now, he's not in good shape, is he? Cast a little bit of first aid. That is not a lot of health back. Wow. It's hoping for more than that. Yeah, cold beam's about the best you can do.
Someone heal me.
I think we need to drop that thing. There we go. All right, so we're in a bad way because we got another queen cobra coming up to say hello. Oh, we got a cloak out of that. Sweet.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just a quick dissection. All right, can we hold this thing off? We can do that. Oh, man. There we go. Take all three of those. Oh, man. We got lucky that it missed. There we go. A crown.
I don't know.
Is anything else going to come out after us? Okay. Not... yeah. Most things aren't, like, fully aggroed yet, right? So...
Excellent.
Let's take a risk and see what's in here. So at least on this side is a cobra. So we got another king cobra.
I need help.
Yeah, you do. Wow. Alright, so she's unconscious. If she takes too many more hits, and she certainly can while unconscious, obviously she will perish. Now that is our healer, so we're already not having a good time here. I've only got one more healing potion, but... let's see, is there anything else we can deal with in here? Okay. That's as far as we are going to go for the moment, because there's just simply more. But we can turn in this quest. Yeah, let's get out of here. We can get what we need to get cured. And there are random crates kind of laying around, like right over there. We can jump across the water. We just got to be careful about it.
I don't know.
An axe just hanging
I don't
out.
know.
That's kind of cool looking.
I don't know. Aha!
These into his inventory.
Excellent.
There we go. And again, you can have all that cured by the temple, but the worse your condition is, the more it costs. It's kind of what you would expect. Like a simple hit points and spell points, At least at this temple, it's cheap. It's 10 gold. But, you know, you come in there with a condition or your character's dead, you've got a real problem. So we got 1,000 gold out of that. Excellent, Ba be praised. We're not frightened of the curse. Here's your reward. Thanks again for your assistance. Now, I don't think that did not help our reputation. Like, people just know that we're helping the Temple of Ba, and, you know, they don't like it.
Come on in. Enjoy your stay.
We'll just have the characters rest, and they're right as rain. A nice foggy morning here. All right, not bad. Got to get used to actually setting the next song before hitting the play button. All right, so that's all the time we've got. I thought that was actually kind of more fun than I thought. I know there's a lot of setup going on. I'm having to be more deliberate about those choices than I usually am with Might and Magic. Usually we've got like a paladin, archer, cleric, and sorcerer, and we're not having to figure out who's going to get what magic going and when we can bring things online quite as much. And part of it is because we usually have better armor and better fighters to balance that might and magic, if you will. But we'll make it work. And we didn't do too bad, and we've got a big advantage from that shrine, those permanent buffs. And we're going to try to leverage more of those. I don't know them all, but there's nothing stopping me from looking it up or us discovering it along the way. So again, that's all we got for today. Hopefully you had a good time. And we'll see you on Epic Thursday, and we'll see what treats they offer us then. Catch you later.